So this is really current. And then the other piece of it that he has now is a class called Self-Created Health, which looks at maybe issues that have held us back. That we have done things with and tried to move through, but they've held us back for some reason or another. And those are different techniques that will help you move through that, I'd say. So, let's see. I think I want to do a little demo. You've already volunteered.
Is it okay for the champion?
It's okay. Is that okay?
It's okay.
Okay. Well, come on
I
up
would
here.
like to say that it's okay if you don't heal me.
Well, it's not me healing you, it's you healing you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure your hips, okay, and see how in alignment or out of alignment they are. And actually, I want you to turn so that everyone can see. And if you can't see, come around where you can see. And I'm going to take off my shoes because I like to look there. Should I also? Okay. So what I'm going to do here is see where her hips are and her alignment. Now, can everyone see what's going on here? And for those of you who can't see, it's about an inch higher on the right than on the left. Okay? And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn just a little bit. Here, I'm just going to put my hands loosely on either side of her hips here. And then I'm just going to do the breathing and visualization that we do. And you can just relax. And if you notice anything, you can tell folks. Some of you might see that she's moving, rotating a little bit, moving forward and back. What you won't notice from your seats is there's a lot of heat.
Do more heat on the left than on the right?
Actually, it started off on the right, but now it's going more to the left. I didn't get your name.
Eva.
What are you noticing?
Shoulders maybe open.
Yes, yes.
Of course, whatever reflects, needs a reflection.
All right, let's just turn around here again, and we're going to check and see what's happened since we started.
Much more.
And that was just, what, 3 minutes? 4 minutes?
Not even that.
Not even that.
About a minute and a half.
A minute and a half.
Yeah.
Good work. You are a fast healer.
The pain moved from the hip to here. You are chasing it.
Chasing the pain. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's right. So, is it right down here? All right. Well, let's just look there. Right here in your calf. Do you want to sit? No, it's good. Is it right here?
Yeah.
So I've just got my hand lightly placed on the outside of the calf.
It moved
And then farther down.
here.
So the body, in its way of healing, directs you where the energy should go. So it started here, this is where the imbalance was. And now the body says, it's farther down, it's farther down, it's farther down, we're moving on farther down. Now,
Oh, when I'm standing, I don't feel anything. If I can I move?
certainly.
Oh. And right here.
Right here.
Something tripped me actually. I tripped.
Yeah. Is it your ankle?
Probably just because you're in a different
Yeah,
alignment now,
yeah.
it feels different
Yeah.
on your feet.
This is interesting.
I'm just going to take another couple breaths here.
so consonants. Gone.
Good, and I'm just gonna set it and let it go. We'll come back to this later if we need to, but I think things will be much better by the end of our time.
Thank you very much. You talk so well.
Walk so well.
She's had classes in it.
Oh, I tried.
So the Quantum Touch, I teach Quantum Touch, the level 1 class is 2 days, and in the first hour, you're doing this. You're doing alignment of hips, you're doing alignment of the occipital ridge, and getting the bones aligned in a much more healthy fashion.
Miriam, I noticed you didn't flick your hands to get rid of energy.
Pardon me?
Do you flick your hands? I noticed that you can flick your hands or do any of this.
I typically don't. One of the things about the way that we do the Quantum Touch breathing, it seals you and protects you. It's like a mask in the airplane, you know. Take your oxygen first before you go to assist others. And by doing the breathing for myself first, I feel myself and then I become a channel. So it's a higher vibration that's going through me, and I'm not taking on anything that is of a lower vibration. And that, I think, is one of the main differences between Quantum Touch and some of the other modalities, Reiki and things like that. I know many people who say that they get tired, or they have to go wash their hands, or they have to, you know, some other things with some of the other modalities. And the breathing in the Quantum Touch really just energizes and allows you to become that channel. I know Alice Jones has told me that she's read the book. She's ready to take the class, wants to take the class. But we haven't found a time yet for her to do that. But she says, I read the book and I immediately took up that breathing because that breathing elevates it.
Well, actually, she saw me do it when I took Reiki with her, and she asked me, how are you breathing? Because Reiki, typically, you're drawing energy in through the crown, and this is bringing it up. And she said she felt like it was and she borrowed the book from me. And yeah, she felt like that was the missing piece for her, that breathing technique. And she's actually demonstrated it and had us try it here at different times.
That's what I did today for my client, but just I don't know where it came from. It's just I said, okay, just let's breathe from the bottom up, and I never did it. As a Reiki always was like that.
I've worked, well, both of my kids are now through high school, and but they were both in band, and I did marching band. I was the first aid mom. And the kids would know, and they'd come up and they'd say, Mrs. Hunter, you're not going to make me breathe through my feet again. Yes, I'm going to But we would use acupressure points and all kinds of things because it was helpful. So one of the things I'd like for us all to do right now is just to play around with a little bit of breathing. And we're going to do the full breathing technique, but one of the things that I'd like us to do is something from the level 2 class. And breathing through the heart, because like I said, I think that is really one of the things that's